I am Dr. Neil Copes with Keiser University, Tampa. I'm one of the instructors with the Biomedical Science Department. I am here today with Dr. Canfield, who is the department chair.
Hello.
And we are here to talk to you about the differences between bacteria and viruses. Dr. Canfield?
All right, well, to begin, I want to talk about how many microbes are in and on us, because that's kind of important. We have about 40 trillion bacteria that live in and on us, so that's quite a bit, almost matching the number of cells in our body. And there's about 5 times as many viruses to bacteria, and that's just in our intestines alone.
Another big difference is the size. Bacteria are measured in the range of about 1 to 10 micrometers. Viruses are close to 1,000 times smaller. They're measured in the nanometer range.
And to kind of give you an estimate of what that looks like, I'm holding a meter stick, right? And if I take that meter stick and I chop it up 1,000,000 times, right, I'm looking at a micrometer. Now, if I take the same meter stick and I chop it up about 1,000,000,000 times, I'm looking at a nanometer, which is the size of a virus. And technically, if I cut a meter stick up that many times, you're not going to see it at all. I wanted to demonstrate this with agar plates. And so these are just agar plates, so typically we grow bacteria on them. All right, and this is an agar plate with nothing on it. All right. Then I have a second agar plate with 3 different species of bacteria on it. And if you look at that, that's actually more like billions of bacteria on that plate, because you can't see bacteria with the naked eye. They're microscopic. And so we typically have to use a microscope if we want to see these guys individually. And we happen to have a microscope just floating around here. And so just a normal laboratory microscope would allow you to see individual bacterium. Now, this is a plate with viruses on it. And you want to take a guess at how many viruses are on this plate?
Hopefully none.
Right? There could be trillions of viruses on this plate right now. I didn't tell Dr. Copes how many, because I thought it would be funny. But you can't see them, and you wouldn't be able to see them with a typical microscope either. You need to use a high-powered electron microscope to be able to see these guys.
Another big difference between bacteria and viruses: bacteria are alive. Viruses technically are not. Viruses lack one of the key features of life. They don't have a metabolism. Bacteria, when we get a bacterial infection, they grow just in our body. Viruses, when we get a viral infection, they actually replicate and grow in our cells.
They have to hijack our cells, technically. Okay, so that wraps up some of the differences between bacteria and viruses and how we treat them. Do you have anything else to add, Dr. Copes?
No, that wraps it up.
Okay.